Hey guys, so this is day 30. Don't remember. But I want to get on here and just say that God has been pointing out more things to me and just things that I need to work on and grow as I move forward in this relationship and one with him and also with my husband. Is I have a tendency of, like, when I want change, I have to, like, when I want things to change in my house or in our relationship, in me and my husband's relationship, or in, finances, in anything, I have to give a background story, like, and explain why I want that thing to change, why it's important that it changes, the way it should change, what I think it should look like, and the why behind it. And God is like, Demonye, like, you don't have to do all of that. Like, simply say, hey, can we change XYZ? And wait for my spouse, my husband, to respond, because it may not need all of that. He might be in agreement with me. He might be like, you know what, yeah, let's go ahead and change that. And so I'm just learning that, like, I'm always trying to teach. And I say that, like, not because I'm a teacher, but because I want you to understand. I want you to get it. I want that person to feel like they understand why we made this change and I didn't randomly throw it on them. But what I'm finding is that my spouse agrees with the change, because he was thinking the same thing. So I don't always have to give such example unless asked. You know what I mean? So I can just say, "Hey, babe, can we reconsider, the way the kids play with toys in the living room, and see where he goes from there." You know what I mean? And then that way there's conversation instead of me spending 20 minutes explaining myself and then be like, why are you not talking? Why are you not saying anything? So anyway, God just revealed that to me. And I thought I could or should come on here and just share that with you guys, because you might be going through those same things. And I'm super excited. Like, y'all, like, we go home in less than 2 weeks, and it's been a very hard journey. But I'm super excited that we get to go home and that the kids get to be with daddy, which, guys, they love their daddy. Like, they are struggling. They miss their daddy. They're crying for their daddy. They speak to him every night. They want to be with him. And, this is the hardest part of this. It's like, you don't want to take your kids from your spouse, and you don't want to be without your spouse, like, all of it. It's hard. And I know, like, right now, like, everybody's like, well, why'd you leave? And y'all, if you knew the amount of change that has happened between me and my husband, you would be like, dang, Demonye, like, I'm so proud of you and him for making this decision. And yes, it was hard. Yes, nobody in their right mind would want to do this. I'm not recommending anybody to do this. But what I am telling you is that in this relationship that I'm in, God has placed us to separate for a second. And yes, from the Lord. And we're not separated. You know what I mean? Like, we're in two different houses, but we contact each other every single day. We communicate all day long. We have sex. Shoot, we're like, this is a marriage. Like, we talk, we discuss, we do things that when we were in the same household were not happening. And so it's just amazing to see, like, how God has birthed this marriage and all the things that he's going to do to change it and transform it. And so, y'all, this 40-day journey was meant to happen, and this sacrifice was meant. And the Lord told me I can't check my weight until the last day of my fast, because it is not about the weight, which is interesting because like I wasn't doing this for the weight. Like I was working out every day for the past 6 months because I had just had a son. I just had a baby, so I'm like, I need to get back right. And I mean, those whole months, like all of that time that I was working out, I didn't lose 1 pound. And so it's just so interesting that I'm losing weight, period, right now. And I'm very grateful and thankful. And I don't even know if you can tell, but I can tell. I'm like, I looked in the mirror and I was like, whoa, who is that chick? Right now, my hair is a mess. And it's a mess because I washed it and then that's it. So it is what it is because I'm going to have to do it, obviously. School is coming soon. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to hop on here and let you guys know that God is doing amazing things and He is transforming our lives, and we are so grateful to have Him in our lives and just to see Him work. Y'all, if y'all see my kids praising and worshiping God and giving thanks to God and praying to God, and oh my God, I just love it. Like I was gonna say freaking, I just love it. Like I love that they are on fire for Christ too. And like my 2-year-old is constantly like, worship, worship, worship. And she's like, put on I smile. And she's like, I smile. And she has it, I mean, she knows some words, and so for sure she's saying I smile. And like she's got this little dance going on or whatever. And I'm just so excited because it's like she's not running to the TV to watch XYZ. My 3-year-old, she's a TV watcher. Like she'll watch TV. But she also knows every worship song you play. Like she can spit it out. And it's just amazing to see them worship. Like y'all, it brings joy to my soul. And so anyway, I am so excited. My niece's birthday dinner is the 17th, which is the day after my fast ends. So the 16th, my fast ends, and the 17th is her dinner. So it's going down for sure. Today, I think I don't even know I don't know the dates when I go back to school. This is our week of fall holiday or something. We have a week off, so I don't really know the dates, but I'll know those when I go back to school. And let's just say when I go back to school, I'll have 4 days until I can tear down. And so I eat that Friday. Her party's that Saturday. So Friday, I've already downloaded the Subway app, got it hooked up where I've already made my meal. And so I'll just order it that day and Franklin will pick it up and bring it to me. So I am super excited because I can eat at 12 o'clock noon on day 40, which is a Friday. And I'll be at school teaching face to face. I have really gained a lot of energy. It's been 3 or 4 days since we've been it's been 3 or 4 days since we've been on this little vacation thing, and I have been sleeping every day. And so right now I feel rejuvenated, and it's 1 o'clock in the morning, y'all. And like, I just feel refreshed. Like I got the rest that I needed because getting up at 4, taking the kids, taking them to daycare, dropping them off, picking them up, like was kicking my butt. But thank goodness this upcoming week, Franklin is going to be picking the kids up after school. So that will help me to have at least an hour here at the house to, maneuver, do whatever I need to do, and then be able to crash. So I'm super excited. And then I won't have to get up at 4 because I won't have to drop off kids and I won't have to get any kids dressed. So that is fantastic. I absolutely love you guys. And this is so hard, but I want you guys to know that God has called me to post this. He told me, I think day 5 or 6 or 7, I need to record as much as I can. I'm not supposed to record every day, but as much as I can. And so I've been trying to be diligent in recording for you guys so that you guys can see the process, because this is a process. This is hard. This is not easy. Like, this is crazy. And what's crazy is like the days when like me and Franklin just sucked together. Like I couldn't record because we sucked. Like I had no energy to record. There was so much frustration going on that like if I would have recorded, you guys would have been like, "Whoa, Dwayne," because we had hard days. This is not an easy thing, you know. When it seems like you're pulling away from your spouse, when it seems like you're separating from your spouse, like everything negative comes up. But I want you guys to know that this was a positive transition in our marriage that needed to happen. It has been 5 years of the same repeating cycle. And so, this positive transition was meant or is used for us to transform those 5 years of the same consistent heartache to be removed. So I am, y'all, I am so excited that like we're about to see the other side and we're about to go home, and I'm going to give you guys an update after probably like a month of being at home to see if things, in our lives have changed. Like if we actually worked on what we have been separated to work on, you know what I mean? And tell you how it goes. So be looking for that, and probably somewhere in, what month are we in? I don't even know. This is September. So probably, no, this is October. So probably like in November or December, somewhere in there. So love you guys. Make sure that you stay safe. I'm telling you, do not do this unless God has called you to do it. And listen to him, because his word is never failing. And I mean, like, he can do the impossible. So do not believe everything that you're told. Make sure that like you're seeking his face and asking him and allowing him to lead you. Leave room for him to be able to hear him, because it is hard, me having 3 kids, to be able to hear. But when I hear, like, it's loud and clear. And I say loud and clear, but it's really soft. And so I know, like, somewhere in the middle of my fast, I had, God told me that I needed to wait another month to return home. And the enemy was like, while I was in the store, somebody was like, "Hey, where's your house?" And I was like, trying to explain to them my address, even though I wasn't at home. And they, like, the enemy said it really loud. "The Lord told you win, Chase." And I don't know if you guys know that story of how we moved into our apartment, but the Lord called us to Win Chase Apartments, and that's how we got there. And so we're on Win Chase Apartments and Win Chase Street. And so I was like, wait, what? And so I had to sit down and really think about it. But it was like the enemy said, "The Lord told you Win Chase." And so I had to go in and say, wait, the enemy trying to get me to go home. Why? Like, why you want me home so bad? So like, we had to sit it out for 30 more days. Like, that was the hardest thing ever, because this was supposed to be a 30-day thing. And like, here we are 2 months later. So y'all, like, just listen to the Lord and let him lead. And I don't know what I would do if the Lord just said, "Hey, like, you're not going home right now." Like, I would, I don't know, melt. So anyway, just make sure that you're in tune with the Lord before you make any decisions, and know that like this is not meant for you to go out and do, but this is my journey, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I love you guys, and bye.